Hello, in this video, I'm going to try to explain why depression and anxiety and other mental illnesses are on the up. I have lived in two different countries, two very different cultures. One is India and one is UK. I grew up in India when it was not so rich, but things have changed now massively. And I have lived half of my life in UK. So I've got a good understanding of both cultures and I've seen the differences in economics and how the society has changed particularly in India. When I grew up in India, mental illness was not that much of heard of. Now I accept that a lot of people did not talked about mental illness because of the taboo, but in general, people were, what my experience has been, people were happier. But now when I go back to India, I see that the society has become like very westernized, particularly in big cities where people are living in smaller families. Before in India, people used to live in bigger families, or even if they didn't live in a bigger family, they always used to meet with friends and relatives. And when I grew up, there was no need for me to make an appointment to go and see a friend. I just used to go and knock at their door. But now things have changed. People have to make appointments, like in Western world, and also like in Western countries, the people who are living next door, nobody knows. So what is becoming very critical is that the circle, the number of people who are around us with whom we can have a chat and discuss what worries we have, how we are feeling, what is going through, what is our challenges, is becoming less and less. And less people we have, number one, it gets harder to talk about our challenges, so we bottle it up in our heart. Number two, less people we speak to, we lose the art of talking to others. Trust me, if I wasn't born and brought up in India, if I didn't grow up in that environment, most probably I would find it very difficult to come and talk in front of all of you by making these videos, and sometimes quite challenging topics. But I can do that because that's how I grew up. Particularly, I think about the people who are very young. They spend quite a lot of time on their phone, and the beauty of phone is that it is one-way communication. We are in total control of our communication when we are sending text message, whether we want to respond or not. So we get used to choosing whom we speak, when we speak, how we speak, or communicate as such. But in olden days, we had no choice. We always talk to the friends about anything, from silly to serious. And that is creating a huge challenge in our society and human's life, because we are bottling up things, we got nobody to share with, and hence a result, it becomes a point when we can no longer cope with our challenges, and we start experiencing different mental illnesses. And obviously, the pharmaceutical companies and the chemical industry are very keen to create different diagnoses so that more market, more profit. It's a vicious cycle. But I feel like our mental health challenges are too much medicalized, and hence sometimes that itself creates a problem, because if we get a label of a diagnosis, then we think a tablet is going to solve, but actually that is not the main thing. If we start talking to our friends, families, neighbors, we'll see, we'll feel happier. I feel happy talking to you guys here. Thank you so much for watching my video. Wish you all the best.